Hi guys! So I thought I would do a topic video. I haven't done one of these in a long time, or I haven't really done like a ramble video, I guess you could say, so I thought I would. And today's topic is body hair. We all have it. Some of us get rid of it, some of us don't. And when I was a teenager, I got rid of it. I was like every other teen girl. I shaved my armpits, shaved my legs, and shaved down there. And we all know where down there means. So, going in towards adulthood, I just felt like I wasn't who I was meant to be. I didn't feel comfortable in my own body. I didn't feel that was me. It's hard to explain. I just didn't feel like who I was supposed to be. That's all I can explain it as. So, dreadlocks were one of the things that I felt was me. So that's why I obviously got them. Among other reasons, but I can always share that in another video why I have dreadlocks. But body hair is another thing. So I was still in young adulthood, still shaving, and then eventually I kind of started to go off into the skipping some shaving routines and not keeping up on the schedule of it. And I slowly started to realize that my society, and this not necessarily is a bad thing, but society has kind of programmed our brain into thinking that no body hair for women is the norm, and that's how we're supposed to look. And that's kind of the way beauty is supposed to be, if that makes sense. Now, that's not, like I said, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but for myself, because I was trying to be me and not trying to be someone else, shaving myself was making me feel like I was someone else, someone I was trying to live up to be, someone I felt like I was being controlled by society, and I didn't want that. I felt like the only way I was going to be truly happy is if I started to accept my body hair. And I am a very hairy woman. I have a mustache. You obviously can't see it in this video because I'm far back and it's not detailed enough. I have very, very, very hairy arms. If you've seen man arms where they're hairy, that's exactly how my arms are. It took me a long time to accept that because I used to get teased about it a lot. I used to be called Wolverine, Hairy Meg, and when I was younger, I want to say maybe 12, 13-ish, I started shaving my arms. But it took me a long time to accept it and to let it grow out and not care that my arms are very, very hairy. And I think that was part of the step in the right direction. And then, let me tell you, I got teased for not shaving. No, I got teased for my hairy arms. Then I got teased for shaving my arms, so I just couldn't win. So now I have hairy arms. Then I went into the accepting of my pubic hair. We all have it, yeah. Some of us don't like it, which is fine. That's one thing I really didn't care much about, if I had pubic hair or no pubic hair or peach fuzz or landing strip or whatever you want to call it. So I was fine in that area. Then it became my underarms. I have eczema under my underarms, and I sweat more when I have shaven armpits. The little stubblies drive me insane. They make me so itchy. I've never been able to get used to it. So I said, to heck with this. Let's try to go how my body was meant to be. And I'm a very natural person as it is, so I was trying to, that's just who I am. So just trying to get back into that. I haven't shaved my armpits in about over a year now. The last time I shaved them was when we took a trip to Florida back in February of 2012. And when I did it then, it just drove me nuts. So that was the clear indicator that I was like, yeah, it's just not for me. So I have hairy armpits, and I know everybody's probably thinking, ew, gross, but keep in mind, it may be ew, gross for your body, but for my body, that's how I have to feel, that's how I feel comfortable, right? I don't want to do something that I don't feel comfortable with, and I don't want to do something that is for someone else to see me as what they want to, right? If that makes any sense at all. Then there becomes my legs. And again, I have very hairy legs. When it grows out long, it looks like man hair. I got a forest on my legs, pretty much. And there was one time last summer that, or was it the summer before that? No, it was last summer. I was pregnant, dealing with morning sickness. And a toddler, and I just didn't feel like I wanted to shave. So what did I do? I was wearing capris and a tank top, went to the store to get stuff, and I saw, I think, a couple stares, mostly from men though, at my legs. I guess they noticed I had hairy legs. No comments or anything like that, but just, I guess, just the odd look, like, oh, that woman has hairy legs. And so I kind of was taken back at that, and I could feel a little bit of judgment, but I had to remind myself that is not the norm in our culture, is for women to have hairy legs and hairy armpits or what have you. So I was like, okay, whatever, I'll let it slip. That's just how it is. So I'm now on the path to trying to accept my leg hair and be comfortable with it even more than I am, but I'm not comfortable in a sense where I'm afraid of what others are going to be like to me, because I get a lot of comments about my dreads, so that I have not had a hard time with. But it's just trying to feel like I fit somewhere still, because technically I kind of don't. I am the odd one out. I'm not like everybody else, and you can see that, right? And I don't know where I'm going with this. I guess the whole thing is I'm trying to accept who I am supposed to be, who I was made to be. I guess, yeah, that's pretty much it. And a lot of people will ask me, and I got this question on my Facebook page, is why do you do it if you're having a hard time accepting it? And I guess I just want to be me. That's what I said. I just want to be me. I don't want to be controlled by society of how I'm supposed to be in their eyes. I want to be who I think I'm supposed to be and try to alter my brain to get out of that, that way we're supposed to look, and realize that we are supposed to look hairy, but social stuff and our culture has kind of changed that. So I kind of just want to go back to that, and then I will feel more comfortable in my own body, and comfortable with the stares and maybe the comments and stuff like that. So do you shave? Do you not shave? I know I've heard comments where you feel uncomfortable if you don't shave, which I can totally understand. But I think we all have to realize that if we don't like it for ourselves, doesn't mean someone else has to be the same way, right? So if I think I don't like my arms, my underarms being shaved, right? I shouldn't project that on somebody else just because that's how I want to be. We're all individuals, we're all different. Some might shave their legs, some might not shave their armpits, some might shave their armpits and their legs but still have pubic hair. So, I think we all have to kind of be accepting of everybody, and when we see something out of the box, we kind of, instead of judging that person, kind of step back a little and think about it. Oh, they're different, of course, but it's not a bad thing to be different, right? So, I guess that's really my whole thing. So, and I hope to raise Avalon and even Dagny to be who they feel like they should be, and not to be who they think everybody else wants them to be, or how everything else in our culture is normal. And if we don't feel like that's our normal, it's not a bad thing. So, anywho, I'm gonna stop rambling on, and if you guys want me to talk about any other kind of topics, feel free to suggest. I don't mind rambling on about them and starting comments below and conversations below about certain things. So, anywho, I'm gonna let you guys go. Bye, guys!